we want to tell the members of public that today at 1:03 p.m. they have lost Betty Bayo. It is no longer a rumor, it is the truth. Betty was unwell since last week, and she was diagnosed with acute mild cancer.
Hello nice people, welcome back to my channel. On what's happening today, it's so sad to announce the death of Betty Bayo, and her last moments is really sad. Kenyan gospel artist Betty Bayo has died and her family has confirmed. The celebrated artist succumbed to leukemia on Monday at the Kenyatta National Hospital. According to the family representative, the 11th hour hit maker was admitted at Kenyatta National Hospital on Friday after being transferred from a certain hospital along Kiambu Road. She was suffering from excessive bleeding. The doctors tried to do their best, but the will of God has prevailed. That is what of the family representative had to say in the company of the partner and family members. She went on to add that Betty Bayo's body will now be moved from Kenyatta National Hospital to the Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital, mortuary. According to the news that we are getting, Betty had been unwell since last week. She was diagnosed with acute mild cancer, also known as leukemia, and that is where we saw Betty being transferred from that certain hospital in Kiambu Road to Kenyatta National Hospital on Friday as she was suffering from excessive bleeding. According to the family, the doctors tried their best, but the will of God prevailed.
We want to tell the members of public that today at 1:03 p.m. they have lost Betty Bayo. It is no longer a rumor, it is the truth. Betty was unwell since last week, and she was diagnosed with acute mild cancer, that is leukemia. But she was suffering from excess bleeding. The doctors tried to do their best. First, she was taken to BAYO in Kiambu. She was later transferred here on Friday. The doctors have tried their best, but the will of God has prevailed. We are planning to move her body from Kenyatta National Hospital to KU Referral and all the other communications and grief recovery. The life of our dear friend rests in peace, and fear thee when it is thine. We loved you, but God loved you more. You have been a hero. You have inspired many. You sang to us in the 11th hour. We all slept believing that it is 11th hour that God would reinstate your health. But God has done according to his will, and we respect the will of God. Fear thee well, our dear friend, and we love you so much.
Before we get to her last moment, for those who did not know Betty Bayo, I'm here to take you through. Betty Bayo, born Beatrice Mbugua, was a Kenyan gospel singer whose life has played out at the intersection of talent when it comes to faith, family, and second chances. Singing mainly in Agikuyu and Swahili, she built a loyal audience with emotionally honest worship songs and unusually open public and personal relationship that kept her in the headlines from more than a decade. Public profiles and interviews describe Betty Bayo as the last born in the family of 8 from Banana, Kiambu County. She spent part of her childhood in Oai, that is Kalou, Nyandarua, before the family moved back towards Kiambu. Raised in a modest home, she has spoken about dropping out of school in Form 2 because of financial challenges, working as a house help about for 2 years, then returning to school when her family could raise some money. Those early struggles, service jobs, hustling, and church later became a core part of her testimony and her appeal to working class and single mom audience. Bayo emerged in the 2010s as part of the vibrant Kikuyu gospel wave. She is best known for songs such as 11th Hour, Gado, Jemedari, Diri, Udahi, Dikikeria, Maneno, Agosho, among others. Her music blends worship themes with everyday struggles, financial pressure, heartbreak, parenting, and spiritual doubt, delivered in a conversational, story-led lifestyle that helped her cut through beyond strictly church audiences. Betty Bayo private life became a national conversation through her relationship with controversial televangelist Pastor Victor Kanyari. For years, Kenyan media and the public widely referred to Kanyari as her husband. They had children together and appeared as a couple in ministry. In 2014, an investigative expose linked the prophet Kanyari to fake miracles and the infamous 310 seed scam, triggering one of the Kenyan biggest church scandals. Bayo was pulled into the storm by association but repeatedly denied involvement in any wrongdoing and framed herself as collateral damage to her partner's action. The two later separated, widely reported around 2015. For several years, she publicly carried the divorcee label. After years of public speculation about her love life, Bayo introduced businessman Hiram Tash Gitau as her partner, and on December 17, 2021, the two held a Kikuyu traditional wedding, also known as Rurasho, shared widely on Kenya media platforms. Reports indicated that they had dated for about 2 years before the ceremony, with Bayo praising his character, his relationship with her two children, and framing the union as an answered prayer and a second chance story. She has had children from a earlier relationship with Victor Kanyari, that is in 2024. Tuko went on even to report that the daughter Sky Victor had relocated to Texas for school, with Bayo publicly celebrating the opportunity, a detail that underscores how she's been in the public eye as both an artist but also a great mother. I mean, you've seen great content that Betty Bayo has done together with her two kids, that is her daughter Sky and also her last-born son. Her remarriage and blended family life have become part of a ministry message that women, especially single mothers and those emerging from scandal, can rebuild love again and still be embraced by faith communities. I mean, even one of the scenarios that went to shock many Kenyans was how the daughter Sky Victor decided to make her, stepdad and the real dad meet, that is Tash and Victor Kanyari. And of course, many people praised Betty Bayo about that. So the late Betty Bayo has really left a great family behind, starting with the current husband whom she got married to again by the name Tash Gitau, and also not forgetting her two beautiful kids. I mean, most of you have seen their content online. That is their daughter Sky Victor and also his last-born son that we've been seeing on social media. Also not forgetting the ex-husband, that is Victor Kanyari, who has been left with the kids. Even the gospel fraternity, the likes of Evelyn Wanjiru, Betty Bayo, we've seen the likes of Esther Passaris giving their condolences to the family. So this has really come as a shocking, but we'd like to wish them well. So after Betty Bayo was diagnosed with leukemia, among her last moments was spent in hospital as the doctors tried, at least to give her a better health care. But it seems, according to the family, God had his own plans. So it seems these last days, Betty Bayo spent her time in hospital as the doctors tried to do their best. We didn't see any of the family member or anyone posting about her last moments, in hospital. But according to the family, she spent her last moments in hospital, and this is so sad. And personally, I even sit down and ask God why. But want to wish the family well, and till next time, guys, bye bye.